So tonight we have dinner.
We have dinner.
Yacht.
The yacht.
Last night I'm in New York City. Today I'm on this beautiful yacht in Miami.
That means there's more business here. That means there's going to be more commercial here. There's more development.
You're in the heart of everything that you want to do.
We got to go check out the rest of Miami. You ready?
I'm ready.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Welcome back to The American Dream. This week, we're taking you to a city that is synonymous with the American Dream. And to me, it's a little slice of paradise. You're gonna be seeing the best properties, the best restaurants, and you're gonna learn a thing or two along the way. We're going to Miami, and I couldn't be more thrilled to introduce you to who you're about to see next. He's everything you think of when you think Miami Beach, and for that reason, he's our guide to explore one of the most glamorous cities in America. Take it away.
Hey, sunshine.
Glenn, what's going on?
How was your trip?
It was amazing. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, good. Good to see you.
How do you like South Point Park?
Oh, this is gorgeous. I could stay here all day.
All day? What do you mean all day?
Why would I leave?
We got to get out of here.
What am I going to go see? Well, I do want to eat some Cubano sandwiches, and really, I want to know what Miami is like.
Well, listen, Golden Girl, they have water in San Diego. We got to go check out the rest of Miami.
All right.
Ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
By the way, that's the Continuum.
Okay.
And that's the Portofino. So south of 5th, being one of the most wealthiest communities down here. It's got its own zip code. It's got its own school district.
I feel the affluence here.
Time. Great restaurants. Smith & Walensky. You got Il Molino.
Yep.
Just great stuff.
Glenn, I feel like my sunnies are way too
what?
San Diego. My sunnies.
Sunnies.
Yeah.
What's a sunny?
Well, these sunglasses.
Oh, sunglasses.
Yeah, jeez. Don't you feel like these are a little too San Diego?
They're a little San Diego.
Okay, I think I need some. Do you have any that are more Miami?
I do have more Miami, actually.
I had a feeling you'd come in clutch with some extra sunglasses.
Wear them well.
Okay.
Be careful.
Are these?
You break them, you buy them.
What are these?
Versace's.
Versace?
Yeah, Versace. That's it.
Did you steal these off a celeb?
I did not. I bought them off a shelf.
Okay, so where are we right now?
So we are in Brickell. There was just actually a $14.3 million grant from the city that's going to clean this up underneath the railway from here. This is the Metro Rail.
Okay.
From here all the way back to the end of Brickell, which is literally only 14 blocks, but it's the most densely populated area down from New York City. The population is quadrupled in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So if you
Miami's known as the Magic City because it's grown so much in the last 100 years,
This
right?
area, there was nothing. Every lot was vacant. There was nothing here.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh my God, it's a huge iguana crossing.
Crossing the road, watch out.
They have that in San Diego?
No, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Get bit by sharks, but not an iguana.
Everybody respect them? Everyone?
Yeah, well, I mean, what are you gonna do, run it over?
No, you can't.
Bro, break your car on that thing.
Okay, I feel like I'm officially
You're officially in Miami?
in the city, yeah.
You're in.
Before we go anywhere else, I'm so thirsty. We're gonna drink somewhere.
You know what the rule of Miami is, right? Stay hydrated.
The rule? Oh,
Stay
okay.
hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Right,
All right.
exactly.
Okay.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We're at the Epic. Let's go grab that drink. I know you're thirsty.
I feel like this is the right place to be, and I'm so thirsty.
Leave your sunnies.
Give me my sunnies.
Leave your sunnies back there. All right, let's rock and roll. And this is like one of the top restaurants around.
Is it so sick that you have to have your sunglasses on?
Trying to be Elijah.
Well, a little bit.
Hydrate this. 1942.
So what do you think of Glen Asher, right? Snazzy, fabulous. We are so thrilled to be partnered with such a force in Miami. Up next, we have a special treat. We're gonna check out modern-day Miami and blast ourselves into the past and explore a very significant home built by the maverick of Miami, Alfred Browning Parker. Check it out.
Amit,
How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Oh, man.
Oh, you brought it.
I did. Great
Hey,
to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Man, I stopped reading books in college. What is this? What did you send me?
I'm glad you brought it actually. I didn't think you'd bring it, but I got to show you something. Come on.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about this place, and
Man.
hopefully it starts to make sense
Yeah.
with the book.
This property is amazing.
And look at this. The architect, this is one of the most famous architects.
Okay.
His name is Alfred Browning Parker. Have you ever heard of Frank Lloyd Wright?
Yes.
So he takes after him. He does so many things with pretty much a local feel.
Sure.
And so
It does say Miami's Maverick Model.
right, exactly. So he's really good with that, with the architecture. People love these homes. Problem is, living in Miami with the sun and the views and everything, I don't have too many people looking at homes like this.
Sure.
That's why I send you the book, so maybe you can.
That makes sense. You know what? I glanced at it, but I want to know in person. Tell me about this property. I get a sense that it's this mid-century modern
Right.
with this grand outdoor area, but it's an extension of indoor. Tell me about the
Right,
property.
exactly. So you did read a bit, so that's great. That's great. And so with this property, basically there's lots of woods, lots of darks. So as far as the property, it looks like this inside.
Okay.
So it's pretty awesome like that. So one of my challenges as an agent was trying to get people to come here and to look at a property like this, because it doesn't have views, like I
Sure.
mentioned. So what we did is I flew in my videographer from California, all the way from California.
Hey.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't blame you.
This home probably had so many great memories in the past. And what we're doing is we're creating a story with memories
Sure.
like that. And we think we're gonna really totally kill it with the video. The kids are cute. We are so excited about it. And
Pull at the heartstrings a little bit, make it
yeah,
emotional.
you know, we gotta do what we gotta
Completely.
do. But I think in the end, someone is gonna love this house. And that's why I sent you the book.
I love these type of homes. It really is becoming a trend for people to revitalize a property, anywhere from Seattle to, of course, here in Miami, for
Right.
people to take these properties, put their own personal touches on it, and really keep some of that character and that history, because there's a lot, as you see in that book, that goes with it.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you're so excited about that, because that's the feeling I'm trying to get others to feel.
Just attached to the property.
Exactly.
100%.
It's beautiful. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Come on.
Alfred Browning Parker lived from 1916 to 2011, and he was a modernist architect who is one of the best-known post-World War II residential architects. He gained fame for his highly published modern houses in the region around Miami, Florida. Alfred Browning Parker designed well over 500 projects in his 60-year career. Most notable were his own homes, especially the homes he designed for himself on Royal Road and in Gables Estates. In 2008, the University of Florida announced the creation of the Alfred Browning Parker Architecture Archives Endowment to support and strengthen this effort to preserve the architectural history of Florida. You've seen that old? Now you're gonna check out that new. People don't say new. It doesn't sound right. Hit it.
I'm Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, the Fox Group. And today we're talking about what community means to people. And let's boil it down to 5 different things, what I call the 5 Ps that make up community. Number 1, proximity. Number 2, people, places, public education, and finally, plants. Kicking off with the first P, proximity when it comes to community. Here in Arcadia, you're about 10-15 minutes to the airport. If you're a physician or an attorney or you work downtown, again, it's 10 to 15 minutes. Scottsdale Fashion Square is 5 minutes. you're in the heart of everything that you want to do. So what it does is it provides you less time in front of a windshield and more time enjoying friends, family, and your wonderful home. When it comes to people, you got to go out and visit the places around the community. All the different environments where people like to hang out, restaurants. I tell a lot of people, go to grocery stores during the day, during the night. That's going to give you an example of whether you like the vibe, whether you feel comfortable with the people you're surrounded by. That's going to be the best way to judge whether that's the people you want to be hanging out with. Places mean everything from fitness to where you eat, to what you enjoy doing activity-wise, whether it's riding a bike on the canal, jogging on the canal, hiking Camelback Mountain. There's so much to do here in Arcadia. It's why it has the highest price per square foot and the highest average price, sales price in all of Phoenix. And that's what community is. Here we are in front of the home of the Mighty Titans, Arcadia High School, the namesake. And public education is such a key factor when you're talking about community. And even if you don't have kids that are in school, the bottom line is prices, appreciation rates tend to really follow school ratings and reputations. And Arcadia has that type of a reputation where it really supports the property values here. Plants is a big deal here in the Valley of the Sun, and especially in Arcadia. If you're from the Midwest or in the Northeast, you're used to mature vegetation and grass, and that's exactly what you see here. But the diversity of our vegetation here, you go to other areas, you're gonna have nothing but sand and cactus, and you're not even allowed to have grass in some of the trees that you'll see here in Arcadia. And this used to be an orange grove back in the day. That's what it was all surrounded by, was beautiful trees, flood irrigation, and many of the properties are still on flood irrigation. That's the beauty of Arcadia. It's about where you feel the most comfortable with the environment around you. You see people out walking their dogs, cycling, and it's because it feels comfortable here. Welcome to a great new offering here in Arcadia, 5417 East Cherry Lane. This spectacular estate of over 3,700 square feet is all brand new construction and ready for you. The finishes are tremendous, and you have spectacular views of Camelback Mountain and the Papagos. Let's come on inside and take a look. The heart of the home, the kitchen. And this thing is fabulous. Quartz counters, high-end stainless steel appliances, farmhouse sink, beautiful custom cabinets here, everything with the soft close. And the other thing is a popular color palette for today. Everything gray, white, a lot of detail, a lot of cleanliness. I don't think I've worked with anybody in a long time that hasn't led with, we really want something with an open concept. And that's exactly what this is, a wide open concept. The kitchen is right here, total room for interaction, entertainment, and just a great time with friends. Is there any better way to get to know people than sharing great food, fantastic drinks, and stimulating conversation? I don't think so. So anytime I see a home with a wonderful formal dining room like this, it just shows me that this is the center where a lot of relationships will grow and maybe even begin. If views are your thing, you've come to the right place, no doubt about that. Camelback Mountain, panoramic view right behind me. With 5 bedrooms and 4 full baths, this is a great plan. Welcome to the master suite, and it really is grand. You have a ton of space in here, and behind barn door number 1, it's wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling, white marble. This home sits right in the center of what we were talking about earlier, and that's community. And many people would say that Arcadia is one of the finest communities that Phoenix has to offer. And thanks for joining me today. I'm Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, the Fox Group.
This is Doma in Wynwood, just opened last week. Really hot spot.
Fine art, fine cuisine. They go hand in hand.
That's kind of what Miami's all about.
Yeah.
You know, the new Miami at least.
Yeah, of course.
So what was Wynwood like
I mean,
a few
this
years
was-
ago? What is it now?
Dude, this place was all industrial, no development. So Moishe Mana came in, bought out a ton of space, sold a lot of all the big developers, and they said, you know, this industry district could be transformed from warehouse to new and cool.
Yeah.
So Wynwood is kind of like the Williamsburg in New York, but not as grungy.
Okay.
It's got a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, great food. So the chefs here are actually trained under a Michelin star chef, and they open their own restaurant.
Okay.
And like, it's small. Look, there's what, 20 tables?
Yeah, it's an
Great.
intimate feeling, but it's also very trendy and warm.
That's it.
You can just tell it. Whatever's about to come out of that kitchen is going to be good.
You normally don't see. Hey, what is up, man? How are you? Pull over a chair. Grab a chair.
We're here to experience Miami. He's brought us to the best restaurant in town.
So I told him, smart man. Because people can get more than just the restaurant. They can walk outside, they go in the gallery. I know a friend of mine, I think it's a mutual friend, went to the gallery and spent a lot of money and got some beautiful artwork,
How
right?
much is one of the pieces in there?
Actually, this artist is Rena, who's a French artist.
But you change it, right?
They change it every 3 weeks. They change the insulation. Actually, the front of the building changes as well with it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So
That's
they
pretty cool.
repaint the private property in front.
You know, Wynwood is totally different than any other neighborhood in Miami.
It
It's
feels
really
like it.
artsy.
Yes.
You know, you got the Wynwood walls, you have a ton of restaurants,
Yep.
you got great food.
It's got a lot of character. Just everywhere you turn, something different. Yeah.
And that was what the inspiration behind this project. Because we're next to the railroad track,
Right.
the Florida East Coast Railroad. The project is actually called the Wynwood Track.
You know, moving to New York with a big business, came here, left it there, go back once in a while, went back and forth, and decided this is a better quality of life.
That's it, yeah.
Right? You know?
Life is what it's
If you could do it here and make it here and have your business here, life is great.
I mean, that place looked awesome. A restaurant built into the train tracks with its own gallery next door. Miami has got it going on. If you thought that was cool, though, wait till you see what we have going on in your town.
Hi, Kelly Zitlow here with Cornerstone Home Lending. So today I'm going to talk about jumbo loans. So what the heck is a jumbo loan? First of all, it's important to know that we have what is called a conforming loan limit. And this is a nationwide type of limit. In Arizona, it is $453,100 in 2018. Now, generally, that limit will change every year. So come December this year, we will know what next year's limit's going to be. But the important thing to know is that there is financing options with loan amounts greater than that amount. So when we move into those types of loans, they are considered jumbo loans. So a lot of people are like, what's a jumbo loan? It's just a loan amount that's greater than whatever that conforming loan limit is. So there's some great things to know about jumbo loans and some myths out there, one of which is you have to do a 20 or 30% down. That is not the case. There are a lot of low down payment jumbo loans available in this market. So we do as low as 10% down, and we have loan amounts as high as $3 million. So there is a good amount of jumbo financing coming back into the market, and all different scenarios and goals are really what drives how we structure the best financing. So when we talk about jumbo loans, one of our markets here that you're probably going to need a jumbo loan is Arcadia, a fantastic community, and we actually have Lloyd Fox on site today in Arcadia. One of the things to know about Lloyd is that he is ranked one of the top 50 Arizona agents, which really means a lot because we have a ton of real estate agents in this market. Lloyd is one of the best and actually has sold Arizona's most expensive house to date at $13.7 million. So he knows jumbo types of financing and jumbo price points.
Life-changing moments are sometimes paying attention when you have a minute to hear from one of the greatest. And right now, we are bringing you one of the greatest, David Meltzer. He is an entrepreneur, speaker, complete game changer in mindset. He is an author. He's incredible. I want to start right off with people who have limiting beliefs. And this is such a big topic. We could sit here for an hour, but let's just hone it right in. Limiting beliefs.
It's amazing how many people think, say, and do the right things but they limit what they believe, and even worse, they're not aware of their unconscious competency, which has a duality. One is the energetic attraction. So many people do all these right things, and then they attract the exact same thing in their lives, and they do that energetically, and they're not aware of it. And then secondly, genetically, we have personality traits, characteristics, obsessions, all types of things that we've inherited from usually 4 generations down, and we're not aware of the effect of that. And so what happens is we go into situations, whether it's our profession, our relationships, our addictions, and we limit ourselves, we limit our power. And the biggest problem with people today is they don't ask for enough.
You know, I have no problem asking. I can be told no. I'll be told no 1,000 times, but the yes is so beautiful.
Yeah, I love no. I have a philosophy about no, right? I dream and always say, look, what if you were only 25 no's away from getting what you want? How excited would you be after the first no, the 10th no, and especially the 24th no? But yet, I know your attitude shared with mine. It's like most people hear no, and it's like you were saying earlier, like what you have to do. You look forward to what you have to do. It's not what I have to do, you say.
It's what I get to do.
You get to do. Same philosophy with no. It's an unexpected opportunity.
And sometimes the no's are just as much of a blessing. I am so thankful for so many no's in my life. I don't know about you. And then the yeses that were right, you're like, oh, and we tend to get this stuck position of kind of groveling in the midst of a no or a stuck. How do you tell somebody when you're sitting in that position that you feel like it's stuck and you don't know which way to go? How do you press through?
What I'm looking for is the universe to tell me. So I actually take a universal sense of no. If we're involved in a business deal and I'm trying to get an answer from you and you tell me, oh, my son got sick and I can't make it, that's one no. And then maybe my tire breaks when I'm going to see you, that's 2 no. These could be very legitimate reasons. And at that third, here's the interesting thing about the third universal no, is that if something happens for the 3rd time, and for example, we couldn't do this interview 3 straight times, I would call you, Amy, and say, you know what, Amy, this isn't the right way or the perfect time. I'm very interested in doing it, but I have other things I need to do. When you're ready, please let me know. What happens is 50% of the time, there's no resistance, and someone like you says, oh, let's do it right now. And the other 50% of the time, it never happens. And what I've just done is saved all that time, energy, and emotion, allowing the universe to tell me what the guided path is. As a manipulator earlier in my life, someone that could sell you how to be in control, an ego-based life, not a radically humble life, then I actually extracted value by selling, overselling, back-end selling, manipulating, and even lying at times. Instead, I shifted the paradigm of value that says, every morning I wake up, may God put in front of me 10 people I can help. May I provide as much value to my wife and my children as I can, and then my immediate family, then my business, then my community, then my country, and then the world. And every single thing that I do is just based on how much value I can provide, trusting in what we talked about earlier, that I create a void for the universe to fill. And if I'm asking correctly, if I'm in receivership, where things are coming through me for others, more and more things happen that I want to happen in my life.
I hope that our viewers watching right now even took 10% of what you just shared, because it's life-changing information that literally could shift everything. And I can't thank you enough for being on the show today, bringing this. I hope that everybody realizes to follow you online, because even watching some of your videos, they're funny, they're informational, it's awesome. They could get nuggets every day that could help change this mindset, because it only takes a little bit of time for something to become a habit. You just got to do it. And you got to do it every day, consistent, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on The American Dream today. An honor to meet you.
It's a dream to be with you, Amy. Thank you.
Make sure you follow David Meltzer. Follow us here at The American Dream. Check out his stuff. Follow the positive message that is being sent out. It could change your life. We'll be right back with more.
At the end of the day, nothing is promised tomorrow, so it's all about living in the moment today.
The American dream to me is all about freedom. Here I am, I'm from New York City. Last night I'm in New York City. Today I'm on this beautiful yacht in Miami because I have the freedom of choice to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I chose that a long time ago, that I wanted to live a life with no boundaries. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm supporting the show.
It's all about living in a beautiful city, doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, with the people you love, and just having the time of your life every single day.
I love the American dream because it's a different angle on getting in touch with some of the real estate, some of the people, some of the communities, and not necessarily just solely based on some sort of a reality TV show and following characters. It's more about what's real in front of you and the subject matter at hand and the community, really, and the surroundings.
When I first heard about the American Dream, I thought to myself, that's basically what I've been living. I got here 18 years ago, and I was lucky enough to get on that track of living the American Dream, which is come with nothing and make something of myself. So that attracted me to the concept. After I learned more about it, I actually understood that it was about, positive message of what you can do and what real estate and other things can mean to people. So yeah, it's all good.
Being able to provide the best possible life and legacy for my children and for my family, living a life of ease and comfort. And I think I've persevered and had a lot of tenacity throughout mine in order to create something, and to live here is like a dream.
It's all about working hard, doing what you want, and being happy with it.
Glen, why didn't you take me on that boat, buddy? I've got my white blazer. I mean, these guys are living the American dream for sure. If you think you have a great story for the American dream that tells a story of both real estate and entrepreneurship, we would love to have it on our show. And until then, dream on and dream big.
Okay.
The Cuban lunch today in Old World, Miami.
I thought that was tomorrow.
Okay, is that the taco
That's
place?
tomorrow,
Perfect.
correct.